All this week, CBS 11 honors those who serve this nation, including those who have paid the ultimate price. But it is the price that those left behind often pay that is something that's not often talked about. For Frank and Peggy Viola of Keller, the loss of their son Alex was only the beginning of a long and a painful road to putting their own lives back together. 6 years later, they can now share how they found that path to peace.
Just knowing that he touched the steering wheel, that he was in this seat.
When Alex Viola asked his mom and dad to take care of his truck while he would be gone, they never imagined he wouldn't come home to pick it up.
I come in there and sometimes I'll touch the dashboard and I'll be like, his DNA is here. And I'll remember how the back of his head looked when he was driving, if I was in the back seat or something.
Alex grew up in Keller, always dreamed of becoming a Special Forces soldier. That dream came true when he became a Green Beret in 2011. It ended when an IED exploded in Afghanistan, November 17th, 2013.
For the first year and a half or so, we were kind of in like a dark place, just kind of sleepwalking through our life and just trying to get through every day.
When the Violas brought Alex home from Afghanistan, the entire city embraced them. Flags lined the streets. But not long after, things got quiet.
Our biggest fear was people forgetting him.
For nearly a year, Frank and Peggy tried to fill the void of grief, but they didn't know how.
I feel like I'm on a cliff about to fall off and nobody can help me. And I would say to him, right, I would go, Frank, help me. And he'd be like, I can't even help myself. Like, how can I help you?
Frank found solace in his garage. Peggy tried working with a therapist for a while. It helped with coping, but not with the hurting. What helped them both ultimately turn the corner was creating an event that would keep their son's name alive. The Staff Sergeant Alex Viola Memorial Car Show each November benefits the Green Beret Foundation, honoring Alex's legacy, his love of cars, and his lifelong desire to serve others.
So this keeps us busy, keeps Alex's name out there. My personal way of dealing with it is doing something for others and helping us along the way.
Something for Alex, it turns out, is really something for them, too.
How old he was in that picture.
6 years later, it's still not easy.
There's nothing in the world that's going to change what happened.
But Frank and Peggy can finally look through a photo album without falling apart. And they can see the pride in this last photo taken of Alex alive. It was on the very mission that would take his life and change theirs forever.
He was happy, and you saw it in his face. But he'd rather not be anywhere else than here.
The Violas, by the way, just held the 5th annual Alex Viola Car Show last weekend in Keller. An enormous success, as Frank told me in a text. They raised a lot of money for the Green Beret Foundation to honor Alex's life and his legacy. The honors will continue tomorrow when we see you at 6 o'clock. You are going to meet this man. He is Mark Burleson, a 14-year Marine Corps veteran who had one bad day on the battlefield. But I promise you, the inspiration that you're going to hear from this guy will put aside any sorrow that you might feel looking at this photograph. Spent the day with him yesterday. Can't wait to share the story tomorrow. Look forward to it.